Good morning, guys. Another day, another video.
Going in and out recessions the same way that I be going in and out of Texas.
I've had several people message me on Facebook and Instagram, and I've had a couple messages and now a comment on YouTube about how I did my high ram. You know how you get the, everybody says you can't, you're going to ditch your passenger wiper, you got to cut your cowl, la. So I was able to keep the passenger side wiper on my car. I didn't cut my hood that good. I know there's some guys out there, I think, that sells templates so you can cut your hood really straight. I cut my hood big because I knew that I was going to go turbo later on and put a bunch more stuff out the hood, so the hood probably wouldn't even stay. I just cut it to fit, and I had my nitrous stuff there. I didn't want to move it around. It was already set where it was. I drove the car with no hood for a while, so I just cut a big old block out of my hood, but you can definitely do it a lot cleaner. I've also seen Matt Happel. He flipped his drive-by-wire throttle body upside down where it puts the motor instead of the top passenger side corner. It'll put it in the bottom driver corner. I'm gonna try to do that and see if I can get the motor down lower. That'll help with hood clearance. And also I'm going to go over how I hooked up my brake line, what sensor I use in the back, what plugs, what fittings, how I cut the cowl, how I move the bracket for the wiper and trim the wiper blade for the passenger wiper. I'm gonna go over all that. I'll try to answer all the questions I've gotten on social media about it and throw the camera around there, and that way you could pause the video and look and see what I did if you have a question that I didn't answer in here. So I'm gonna fire this dude up. It was kind of early when I woke up. I usually want to wait a little while. It's 9:20. Neighbor's gonna have to get over it today. But I'm gonna fire this dude up, pull it around here, and we're gonna go over it. Alright, before I take everything off, I was going to show you this wiper arm, how I trimmed it here and here basically to form around these two black bolts right here. This arm can be clocked down further once you do that, but I have my purge wires running through here and my nitrous wires running through here. I'm going to run them back around here and up here, but I just had them there for right now. And I didn't have the wipers on this car. I had them off for a while because I was wiring stuff up, and it's easier to take it off and to get back behind the intake. But I threw them on the other day just because we were going down the road. It looked like a rain cloud could come, so I threw them on real quick. But I ground them here and here. These wiper blades are super thick. they're not going to break if you trim some out. I trimmed quite a bit out, as you can see off that one. Also, this stud right here, if you go to set your intake on and you notice it hits right in here, well, I moved the whole wiper assembly thing toward the windshield and just drilled a hole and screwed it off to the plastic. It was not professional. It was sloppy as can be, and that has been working for me for a long time. This thing's been like this for over a year and a half. Like, as you can see, these hoses, which I'm going to say don't buy them. I got these off eBay, and they faded within a month. Let me know in the comments how bad these look. They look like intestines. I'm going to get a socket out here, pop this off, and that way everyone can get a good look what's going on back here. I know on the C6 page on Facebook, there's been 2 or 3 guys that said they didn't have to move anything on their wiper. I don't know if they had maybe a Z car or a Grand Sport car or something like that's different with where the engine's positioned at. I'm not real sure, but I know on this car, when I set the intake, this stud right here hit right here. So I moved this thing up probably an quarter inch and a half up to here, and it didn't affect anything at all. But I'm gonna pop these wiper arms off real quick and take this little plastic cowl off. You can cut yours a lot cleaner than I cut mine. I actually have another one of these. I'm gonna cut it up a little better than that. All right, got the plastic cowl piece off, got the wiper arms off. This is where I ground my wiper, as you can see, the arm. You may not have to do that. I wanted to be able to clock mine down, so note that these are splined down here, so, and there's no keyway, so you can move them, if you need to angle it up some, you can. But this is what I did right here. This piece right here, this arm right here, this used to be basically this angle right here. If you take your car apart, you'll know where yours used to sit. It used to sit right in that area. I cut all that out. I took a screw, drilled a hole in this aluminum, took a long sheet metal screw about that long, and I drilled it down into this metal underneath, and I put that rubber washer back in there, and it's been working fine for a while. Let me throw the keys in the seat, turn the car on, and show y'all. As you can see, nothing in there is hitting. That thing is solid. It's not moving. I mean, I don't see any reason why this would ever fail. My car's been like this for over a year and a half, and I've used this thing over and over. As you can see, it didn't affect the motion any. I don't know. I haven't had any issues out of this. It made me where I could run my other arm, because this piece, was a lot lower this way. So being able to take that out and, just move this thing up some, that's what allowed me to run that second wiper, and then also notching it. So that's how I did the wiper part. It was super simple. I literally I'm pretty sure that's the hole it used to mount at, or this thing mounted somewhere else, and I just took it out of its original mounting spot. And just moved it up. But yeah, they work perfect like this, man. I don't see any reason why this would ever mess up. It's super solid. Like, you're not gonna break that off. you know, the wipers moving back and forth doesn't affect it. I haven't had any issues out of it. I can run it on dry windows where they're squeaking. You know, I've been 140, 150 mile an hour in it. I don't know what else to say, but it's working for me. I hope you're able to do it and it works for you too. So that's the wiper part of it. Let me turn this car off. All right, the brake booster. I can get in here and look. So what I did was, looks like I took this biggest port right here, and I took that, looks, I'm not sure the sizes, but I just took a barb fitting that would fit a 91 that would fit that hose, and that's just a barb fitting that's pointing down. Not sure on the sizes I used on this. I wish I was, but I'm not. But the only thing I got back here is that hose, and I've got it running off a barb fitting. This is the stock one running over to my brake booster. That's the stock hose that came off the car, and I have my map sensor plugged in here. Just a piece of carbon fiber and a screw down in that hole, holding it tight with some RTV, and then I have these two smaller ones plugged off. That's all I have back there. And you also will have to cut out this fiberglass cowl here to here. Obviously, if you've already put the intake up to your car, you already know that has to go. You could cut this up a lot closer. I think I'm going to come in here and trim this out just a little bit more, probably, you know, that much more, just to be able to get into there. Pretty sure my plastic cowl thing will still be rigid enough to sit there up on all that. If not, I may leave a little ridge here to hold it. I don't know, but you don't have to cut yours out this far, I'm sure. I did just to make it easy for things. Like, you can take this plastic cowl out, and then you have, you know, a lot of room to work in, and you want to cover that hole up, you can use the cowl to cover the hole up. I'm running a Holley Terminator, so I don't have a MAF. I don't have a mass air meter. As you can see, still run a stock throttle body, but this is just some carbon fiber that I got online and a cone filter that I put there for now. I have enough carbon fiber to go down and out the front bumper, and I'm gonna put a velocity stack on it and do some testing, but I've just been driving the car for fun right now, and I wanted to filter on it. I'm using Holley EFI rails. I'm using Holley EFI LS3 height injectors. I know I've been asked a couple times how I did the Holley and had my factory gauges work and the push button work and all that stuff. I can go over that and make a video on that. If anybody's interested in it, just let me know. But I'm not going to crowd this video up with that. Alright, I'm going to put all this back together and run it. And yeah, I'm going to throw the camera around this thing one more time close up. That way, you know, if anybody's watching this and they just want to pause the frame in their garage or on their phone for a second and, you know, look how I did it, do it. So yeah, I know that there's been a couple guys on the forums says that they didn't even have to move theirs. So you may or may not have to move yours like this. I guess it's all dependent. Like there was one guy said that he didn't have to move anything. Didn't have to trim his wiper arm. Didn't have to move anything. It went in perfectly fine. Mine was not the case. Mine, you know, you can see I moved it up that far. So. Yeah, if there's anything else you guys want to know, I hope this helps at least someone out with putting this on your car. I had no idea what I was doing. I winged all this. I just knew I had to cut the cowl and that I could not use my passenger side wiper. That's the only information I knew going into this. And once I got to looking at this, I was like, man, I'm using my passenger side wiper. Screw all the other ones that told me I couldn't. I'm about to move this thing up, and it's in a rubber bushing. Like, it's, you can see it moves side to side. This thing is not going anywhere. So yeah, hope that helps somebody. I just got a screw right there going down through that stuff in there. I don't know if that's fiberglass or metal. I'm pretty sure that's fiberglass. Looks like metal though. Who knows? Yeah, that's how I got the thing, man. I don't have my washer fluid bottle hooked up. It's gone. I just use it in case you get hit with a little bit of rain. That's what it's for. I don't use it for washing my windows or washing the car or nothing like that. Just use it for if I get a little bit of rain and I want to clean my windshield off, get stuck out in an emergency or something, I have it. So I'm gonna put everything back on real quick and turn it on, show everybody how it works. And yeah, if you got any more questions, I'd love to answer them. Hope I can help somebody else out. Let me shut this hood and we'll turn these things on. Well, let me leave the hood open because that's what's going to show you how close this gets. Let me turn the car back on. So that's on high, I think. I mean, let me turn it off for a raw battery down. Yeah, man, that's it. Let me shut my hood and I don't know. I mean, that's easy as can be to do. I don't know why anyone would delete their passenger wiper when you could just do a little modification and make it work. I mean, I guess if you're full-on race car, but and that's, I mean, they're below the, I don't know, I don't remember exactly where these things set. I don't remember if the passenger one came down to here or not. I don't think it did. It might have, but I'm not mad at that. That doesn't look bad to me. I'd rather have my passenger wiper than not. I guess you could just rock around with the driver one. It would only take half the windshield off, but man, yeah. So there it is. That's a Holley Hi Ram with both windshield wipers, and that's how I did my intake and stuff. Most guys that are running MAF, running the mass airflow meter, I'm not real sure what to tell you on intake. I would ask Ryan at GPI. Him out of anyone would probably have a solution for you and not mess up your MAF signal. Or you could just delete the MAF and go full on speed density and not have one. But so there it is. Hope this was helpful for someone. I didn't want to not run a wiper on my car either. I wanted it to look as factory as possible, but there it is. Hope it helps somebody. I'm gonna get off here and we'll see y'all in the next one.
Going in and out recessions the same way that I be going in and out of Texas.